welcome to HobbyEXP. My name is Cheston.
My name's Harry.
I'm too.
And we're here to give you a new type, Gundam Newtype debrief, where we've all been to a Gundam Newtype event, and we just want to share our experiences and what meta we saw at the time. Do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, so I've only been to the one new type event so far, which is in Double Q. I didn't do too well on that one, just because there was a lot of aggro. So in the meta that I was in, there was a lot of blue-green aggro, red-blue aggro. And I unfortunately didn't see the cards that I needed to control the board. And I was playing a blue-white deck as well, so technically, or generally I should be good to control aggro, but if you don't see your pieces, you fall behind. But yeah, the meta at the moment... Oh, sorry?
Were you running Zorts in your blue
Yeah,
line?
I was running 3 Zords and 3
Okay,
Lafrites. So not 4/4, because I feel like I don't need the 4th copy. And I want more space, because in Gundam you'll see like your deck gets pretty tight.
Well, I've seen people dropping the Zorts altogether. That's why.
That's
I
right, yeah.
Because I've
exactly.
seen people just dropping Zort and just going for Lithris, and that's it.
Yeah, that's right. And they've been running like 2-1 vanillas or 2-2 vanillas, just to pressure. But yeah, it was interesting because the aggro was just too fast. Like even if I see a Zort and Lafrite, if they see an Amura Ray on 4, they can just rest it, and they'll just go wide, and you can't really stop them because
The
if they
amount
have
of
6
people
bodies
who
on the
called
board.
out the turn 4 Amura with Grandpa Gundam is actually it's almost like a the on curve, like this is the optimal thing you want to do, right?
Yeah, and it's the vanilla Gundam that you see, not the Repair 2 one. So I've been seeing a lot of the vanilla 4. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I've seen the beta kind of.
So it's a level 4
Gundam,
2 costs.
The Repair 2.
So it's cheap to play out, and you still have like 1 resource to maybe play another unit.
See, that's an interesting thought, because the deck that I ran, which was one of the blue-green decks from the Double Kill event that I took to NJ Collectibles, was that exact deck, except I noticed that he was running the person who was playing that deck was running the Grandpa Gundam, but the one from the set. So it's the one that gives white base or something like that, +1 repair, and if there's 2 or more other units on the board, you get to draw a card. So I can see the justification for that one. But yeah, the baby one, that's the vanilla.
It's the +1 AP. Yeah, because I think for a lot of the aggro decks anyway, I see them still running the first Gundam because the +1 AP is so huge across the board.
Yeah, so
getting you to hit those
So
bases.
I was running 3 or 4 of that one, but then there was one of the other one that I mentioned as like a I don't know, as like an extra piece. But yeah, I don't know. I did see ones where it was still level 4, but it's at 2 cost Gundam, like 2 was saying, and I'm curious to see how that fits, because I guess if you're running a few 1 costers, your board can go that much wider, which is kind of nice, you know. You still get the rush. You still rest something, obviously. Yeah.
Because too, you're playing blue-white unicorn control was the deck you took, right?
That's right, yeah. So blue-white unicorn control. So it's a bit on the slow end. So there's like the early Zorts and Lafrites, but you have to play until Owl Strike, and then you go into the unicorn. But yeah, it's prone to pressure is what I've noticed.
Pressure?
Because the aggro decks nowadays just go really fast, and they're running Amuros. So you can have 2 blockers, but if they have 5 bodies, for example...
Muro gun cannon, turn 4, brutal.
Yeah.
Just like rest 2 things. Yeah, it's great.
And the vanilla Gundam, I had a quick look, it's level 4 2 cost, and it's a 3/4.
Yeah, it's the same.
So you can
it's the exact same stat line. It's just no ability, and it's slightly cheaper in cost. So there is possibly a justification to run that, just because like you said, you can go slightly wider.
Yeah, so you can even play him in 2 1 costs, and that's 3 bodies on 1 turn, and then play Mura after if they play a blocker.
Yeah.
But yeah, the aggro is just even if you can play 2 blockers, if they play 1 Mura, you're down 1 blocker, and they have 5 bodies that can swing, so you're only blocking once. So it depends on how fast they go, and if you can't sustain the board, you generally fall behind.
Yeah, so for context, Harry and I went to the NJ Collectibles one up in Tuggerah. Shout out to them. Great event, by the way. Love the new store. Super nice store. Really big retail space plus really good gaming area. But yeah, we were kind of talking about it on the hour and a bit drive there about like what we wanted to see, what we wanted to verse. I played the blue green aggro, like I said, and just wanted to go as straightforward, like Red Zoro, just hit hard, hit fast. Harry, what were you playing again? Sorry.
I was playing Pepsi, so red blue pingers. So Kshatriya, a bit more aggro focused, but yeah, the point of the Pepsi deck is it's kind of aggro, but at the same time it has enough mid-range control pieces where, depending on the matchup, you can flex either into, if you're going against other aggro decks, you can control the board a bit better. If you're going into control decks, you just try to go super aggro, and then the deck kind of lives and dies, and if you see those right pieces for the right matchup. Or in my case, I think my round 2, turn 4, I was facing 3 Lithris and Azor, and I was like, yep, this ain't happening. And that kind of like ended my run round 2, which was kind of sad, but what can you do? I think I was going into, I can't remember if it was blue, white or green, white, but either way, it didn't really matter at that point. I was just like, I'm not going to get around all of this in time. Then I think they ended up getting, big enough board to be able to take me out. So
what else did you see that night?
So I went into green, white. So green, white, Wing Gundam. So yeah, that was another matchup. I think I had a big misplay. I got to turn 7 and I'd gone wide, gone wide, and I was like, cool, I'm going to absolutely smash his shields down to 0. He'll then play Wing Gundam on level 8, but I have enough in hand to go again. However, I'd completely forgotten about the fact that he had ramped 1. Ooh. So when I passed to him and he went, I play Wing, I was like, but you've only got 7 resources. He was like, I ramped 1, remember? And I'm like, and so that was game ending. That was pretty brutal. So that was a misplay on my half. But I think I saw 2 green whites, saw a fellow Pepsi, and actually saw, not that I versed more Pepsi, but there was quite a few other Pepsi decks there at the event as well. So there's quite a lot of red blue. But I went into a Pepsi and we had basically a mirror match, and it came down to, I think I had him down to a base that he popped as his final shield. But he just managed to get around me and take me out a couple of turns later because I just ran out of gas at that point.
The classic.
I did have a game like that too.
Yeah. The final shield base, I was just like, because I think I had a lethal on board, but of course I couldn't swing for it.
They had that same.
Was too late.
Well, so the game where I did that, it's actually on Double Kill's channel. It was round 1. So I got a base. So I top decked that base. Played it. Got a unicorn normal mode from the shield. Played that. Linked it to Banaja. Drew a card. Drew the Gundam, and I had a Mura in hand. So that was like a game winner top deck. 3 cards from the top of the deck, which was all what I needed.
Heart of the cards, baby. Heart of the cards.
Yep.
Hey, it is what it is. It's how card games go. Games go. And then I think I had my last matchup. I think was red white, and it was
cool.
Saft, and I'm really sorry, I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he was absolutely wonderful to play against. Again, I made another big misplay, but he was kind enough to let us continue the game. So shout out to him. I'm so sorry I've forgotten your name. But that was a really fun game to end the night on.
I versed that same gentleman that night, and I said we have a YouTube channel and all that sort of stuff. By the way, like and subscribe, guys. And hopefully he's watching this, so maybe he'll shout you out.
If you're watching this, you're a gentleman to play. Love playing you. I hope I host you again at other events. And apologies for the misplay once again.
I had a slightly funner run. Funner. That's not English.
But so we're saving the best till last, folks. This guy did pretty well.
More exciting
Top 4,
run. Right? So round 1, green white. Shout out to A Train, Anthony Tran. You know who you are. I went second, so I won the dice roll. But he showed me his opening hand. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm also not that sorry. 3 wing zeros and 2 hero Yuis was his opening hand. And as soon as he just got any kind of bodies out, I just saw curve, I saw my grandpa Gundam with the Muro, and it just went boop, 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 hit, swing, swing, swing.
I gotta say though, that is the perfect hand to give up.
Yeah. He mulliganed into it, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then red white was the same gentleman that I versed with you, Harry. I feel like he may have been a slightly newer player. I don't know, not sure. I went first, just aggroed him out. Red blue Pepsi. So I versed Brendan Ma. I've seen him at other Bandai TCG events and all sort of stuff. A good player. I went second. He actually asked to go first, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It was a very close match. Either it was just one turn of difference. Excuse me. Either I was going to go lethal or he went lethal next turn. So he took that one. He just had too much removal, and I think that's where the downfall is. When I versed Pepsi, he just just out removal my guys. I couldn't go wide enough. Fourth round, I versed a fellow green-blue aggro player. The game was done in about 5 minutes.
I remember because I was sat on the tables kind of next to you. I remember looking across, and I'm sat there at like turn 3, like looking at Cheston, and Cheston's already like discussing, should we go for game 2? And I'm sat thinking like, bloody hell,
what just happened?
That was a stomping. Like you must have just absolutely curved out. You must have just basically had jack all, and then you just.
He was trying to do what I was trying to do. I just did it faster than him. And he actually played a version of the deck that I wanted to run a while back, where I thought Shenlong Gundam was like the juice. I still think it is, but it's very matchup dependent. Like
it's very meta dependent.
Correct.
If it's full of blockers, it's great.
Yes,
unfortunately, the game is turning a little bit more aggro because even I think I was discussing like people are dropping Zwarts now. Wing Gundam is dropping Zwarts. It's getting less blocker heavy because I think the game is going towards more aggro, which we'll probably talk about in a little bit. But
I can remember we'll talk about like what kind of cards we saw and all that sort of stuff because that's a very good point. And last round was a tighter round as well. First my second green white of the deck. I also miscounted how much resources he had. I played wide. He played wing, but. What saved me? Corsica base. Goat of a card. Absolute goat of a card. It is. Basically, he wiped my board. I reestablished. I already had a Corsica base out. He blew it up. I replayed a new one. I had 2 Leos and Char's Senanju. Char's... One of Char's units. Gelgu, that's the one. He got rid of it, but then he didn't have enough blockers, and I had 2 attacks, was exactly what he needed, so he got taken out by the 2 Leos that spawned when you have a Corsica in the bin. So that was really tight. Yeah. He's actually in the Facebook group, funnily enough, and good shout out. Nice to meet you again, Samuel. But yeah, so I came 4th, which I was quite surprised at. Henry, who couldn't make it tonight, came, I believe, 6th, so 2 of us came top 8. I will show with the power of video editing. I will show the winner card, the card that I won here at some point. We'll show our decks as well that we played later on in the video if you guys want to take a look at them. But yeah, let's talk about what other meta sort of takeaways we saw throughout our events. Tu, you want to?
Yeah, maybe I'll start off.
Yeah. Go
for it. There was a blue-white deck that I saw, which was Unicorn Striker as well, but it was more aggro based. So like you said, things are steering towards aggro. I'm also in the boat where I was playing 2 Sword Strike, but now I want to run 4. Just because at local events recently, I've just been losing to aggro, just because of how
that's
fast
the deck I want to play next. Is this blue-white, kind of like blue-white Unicorn still, but with an more aggro-focused bottom end? That's the deck I want to play next, the next new type I go to.
There's just too much aggro in this meta at the moment, so a lot of people have been adopting the Sword Strike, because you're removing 2 bodies, ideally. You're removing a body by using Kira's -2, and you're also bouncing a body with Sword Strikes.
That's the one that has to be linked specifically, right?
It has to be linked.
During an attack.
Okay.
You basically mull for ideally Kira and a Sword Strike early game, so that you can basically stop that tempo, because that deck wins by basically once they get to end game. Hopefully, you can just start playing more and more stuff and blockers. So the Sword Strikes are crucial, I think, just to slowing down the aggro decks that are out there at the moment.
That's right, and you're running R-Strike anyway, so you're running 8 units at least, where Kira can just link. So I've been seeing that, and interesting enough, like you said, the Zwarts are being dropped because it's too slow. I mean, not too slow, but it's a... if you go first, you can play it on turn 2.
Which is good.
Second, you can still do the same, but you'd rather play Lafrite instead.
It's also a problem into green-white, because blue-white usually loses to green-white late game, so blue-white needs to beat green-white fast enough, and Zwart doesn't let you do that because you cannot attack a player with a Zwart.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
They're dropping the Zwarts for other things like, what's the blue 4/3 that's busted? Rizal, yeah. So you see people putting Rizals in instead of Zwarts.
They were always in the blue-white decks. They've been going often in and out just because green-white wasn't.
I mean, it is the best card in set 1, in my opinion.
It's a strong card.
And
well statted.
Purple has the exact same stats.
Yeah,
cards.
now Purple's got exact same stat, and I bet you that'll be the best card in set 2.
Purple,
again, just in terms of efficiency, that card is so good. Like
A-Train, we were talking about this. Purple blue will be the absolute go-to combo, I think, next set. You know, you deal damage to your unit plus AP. They can also self-heal themselves. There's some really cool Barbados cards that have come out. I just think it's going to be a really fun combo. Really, really fun combo.
Yeah. We'll save the speculations for another video.
We're going to see more support.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Also, the reason why Zords are dropping is because more people play Sword Strike. You're in green-white, you're playing Sword Strike. You're in blue-white, you're playing Sword Strike. Any mix of white, you probably have Lafrites and Sword Strikes.
And you probably have Kira in the deck,
on the field.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. He's also one of the best white pilots, if not the best one.
Yeah. Just for like control and tempo wise, like
I rate him over Suleta. Yeah.
Even though like plus 2 AP is good, I'm not arguing that it's not, and untapping a resource is very good, but I feel more cases than one. Being able to minus 2 AP to trade into something is just really, really useful.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Exactly.
Huge.
But the red. I was going to mention the red-blue deck that I lost at in round 3, I think it was, during the Newtype event I went to. He was running the vanilla Gundams, the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
The level 4 cost 2.
Okay.
In the Pepsi build.
Okay.
And that's how I lost. He played back-to-back Gundam and Amuro. No matter what block I had, he moved 1 and he still had white bodies.
See, I think...
And he also pinged as well. So
I think that is it. That I sleeved that version of the deck. Because again, I saw it from when we were talking about with Anthony Zhao. Shout out to you, man. You're an absolute goat. For getting me those videos for DK. I think it was a really cool build. I think red blue aggro maybe still have like the Banshee package in there, but I think more Amuro targets is really good. The blue green deck that I ran didn't actually run gun cannon with Amuro, which I would have thought you would want to, but I can also see it's just not enough space. You just want low cost cheap pieces. The Rick Dom with Breach is a super fun card. It's just something that they have to get rid of. So yeah, I need to find space. I would like to find space.
You can't ignore the Rick Dom. That's the thing, is that even if you go into aggro, the aggro player can't just keep swinging face, because of course the point is with the Rick Dom you're generally gonna kill something smaller and then breach, then kill something smaller and breach. So you're probably gonna get 2 units and 2 shields, which really hurts an aggro player. So as an aggro player, if I see Rick Dom come down, I'm like, I really don't know if you're having to go kill that, but I kind of have to kill it, otherwise it's just gonna start out racing me.
I draw resources away from you. I can control the board, and I force you to make choices into me. It's like fun card. Fun card.
Rick Dom, good card.
Rick Dom very good. Just trying to think of the other decks the other cards that are a bit different that I saw. There was
I guess I'll make a shout.
Sorry?
Me and Henry's always talking about this in our chat, of course.
Yes.
And he's a believer of blue-green being the best aggro deck.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
Right? And he always raises the point where comparing blue-green aggro to Pepsi aggro,
yeah, sure,
the main difference is that blue-green has Amuro and high maneuver from Char, which Pepsi's lacking. So a lot of times, Harry's getting if Harry gets blocked out, he has no way going around it.
It gets very tough. As I say, turn 4 blockers on board, I'm like, that's it. Like, I'm not going to get around this in time anyway.
Well, Charles just like, huh?
Exactly, he'll squeeze through. And then with Amuro as well on his second unit. And if you have a gun cannon, you can rest like 2 units at the same time as well.
It's one of my favourite combos. The Amuro gun cannon turn 4 is just such an incredible play to rest basically. Rest 2 things, you then get to swing. You then also usually have 1 resource left over to put another aggro body down. It's just similar to that kind of the new the Gundam you're talking about from the set rather than the starter decks. But yeah, like I love that play. I think it's so good into like someone drops 2 blockers down, I'm like, that's fine. 4, it's a problem.
Yeah.
But 2, I'm like, sure,
I got this.
Like,
I got this.
I think my first round actually when it was into green white, and I hit turn 4. I hit Amuro, Grandpa. Turn 5, another Amuro Grandpa. And I think it was turn 7, he finally got another blocker down, and I was like, I've got another Amuro Grandpa to go. I think Amuro is probably the best pilot in set 1.
Oh, definitely.
Which I was actually having a talk about Aaron about this, where I don't want to... Okay, I'm going to say this. Bandai has always forced you to get starter decks, right? Every TCG so far, you always want to get 2, right? And I understand that, everyone's...
it's genius marketing.
Yeah, it's great, right? Like, you want to get it to make sure you have all the cards, to make all the decks you want. It hurts guys like me and the rest of us here on this little channel we've got, because we're like, we'll need to use this down the line or whatever like that. The thing that irks me the most about Gundam right now is that all the really good pilots and some of the best cards are locked behind starter decks. Well, if you look at a lot of other TCGs, starter decks, they're, as the name implies, they're starter decks. They're for people to learn how to play. Yeah, they have some fancy cards in there, but you can get them in the booster pack, and they're not that powerful. While I feel like...
They're not starter deck exclusive.
Correct.
Like, that's the thing, right? Is that Bandai goes, here's some exclusive cards to the starter deck. That the starter deck itself is not going to be good, but it's going to have 2 sets of cards that are almost mandatory for competitive builds.
So you got...
And so that's the issue.
Exclusive cards, right, that's one. You've got cards that are still exclusive, plus just very, very good, like Grandpa Gundam, Amuro, Soletta, Kira, Char, all the really good stuff that you see in a lot of meta decks. They're all locked there. What's this? They have alt arts too, and what's this? LR plus alt arts as well. Crazy! Just stonks.
It's good marketing. It's good. Like it's good marketing.
It works with the events as well. Like, think about it. They have starter deck launch events.
Yeah.
You got to go to at least 2 if you want 2 starter decks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You want who does not like good cash flow, right? Who does not like that, right? Like, if I was a company and I wanted to make sure something sold out, do that, and you just yeah.
So if you're going to a new type event, buy the starter deck so you can get Amuro. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
That's the advice from this video: is get Amuro. Is go to.
Yeah. If you
we're hoping that Bandai reprints or restock on starter decks, which is easier for them to do than sets. Like, it's cheaper for you to buy a starter deck than it is to buy a booster set 1, for example. So really, if in the future they could be like, we're gonna restock on starter decks 1 to 4, everyone will be able to get Amuros. While if it was in a booster box, maybe 5 sets down, it's gonna be really hard to get GD01.
Or they're gonna do what they did with Digimon, where they start releasing cards from starter decks in like mini in-between set release booster things.
Just like One Piece.
It'll be like a PBO1 or whatever it is, where it's like, this was a classic card from set 1 that now is out of print, and this is the only way you can get it through this booster, with an alternate art, of course.
Yeah.
So,
but always believe in the power creep, you know. And also chance of bans and restrictions. We don't know.
I say we're straying off a little bit here, but speaking of power creep, we're joking that they've printed another Zwart, but without the restriction of can't attack.
That little
so
piece of key text is...
So there's already set 2. There's already power creep. It was like, I can get a white 3/2 blocker for 2 cost, level 3, except it doesn't have the restriction of can only attack.
It does come out 1 turn slower though, so because it's a level 3. Zwart is a level 2/2.
Wait, really?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Zwart is a 2/2.
Oh.
Zord is a gold
there you
first
go.
card.
So maybe it's not power creep then. Maybe it's not power
No.
creep. In my head, I was just.
I'm a blue-white player.
Like,
I know the Zords.
He does. In my head, I was like, it's exactly the same, but
no, it's a 2/2. So basically, if you go first, you play Zord turn 2, and Lafrite on turn 3.
That's better then. That's better.
Because I'm literally looking at the Rick Diaz on my other monitor, and it is a 3/2, 3/2/3/3, and it can swing at people, while Zwart is a 3/2 blocker. Can't
2/2. 2/2. 3/2 stat line, level 2. 2
yes.
Yeah.
Level 2, cost 2, 3 attack, 2 HP. This Rick Diaz is a 3 level, 2 cost, 3/3 blocker, but can swing it. Can swing it. Yeah. So not quite power creep, but it's sort of suggesting, hey, you guys have the new shiny white blockers here that you could potentially use as well, right?
So how I see that card is
get used and left though.
Because you think about Lafrite is Lafrite's a 2/4. Rick Diaz is 3/3. If you're playing against Rezils, which are best stat line units, And you said there was a purple card that's 4/3 as well.
Yes.
This Diaz is the counter to that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Counters Rizal.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And if they don't have it for some reason, I can still swing at your shields. So,
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
I still think you'll see play. For sure, we'll see play. You know.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Would you
100%.
run all three of them? I don't know.
Nah.
Some madman out there is going to. I'm going to run an aggro blocker deck that's just all the low-cost blockers, you know.
Great wall.
And Cheston's going to be like, oh man, I'm going to bring all these Shenlongs down the field.
Yeah, oh my, Shenlong would love it.
Yeah. Absolute field day. Breach plus his ability. Yeah. So we've
But
definitely gone off track a little bit here.
a little bit. So steering us back on track,
Yeah.
Cheston and I, we're planning on going to another new type event, and this one's going to be was a Good Games Top Ride.
Yeah.
96 players,
Ooh.
so it's pretty stacked for an event. So that'd be cool. But I think I might be switching to that kind of blue-white
Okay.
aggro-y unicorn. So I might try and practice that a little bit before we go in a couple of weeks' time. So that's what I might try. We'll see if I do.
Got to pay attention to the meta. So in Japan recently, they shifted away from the unicorn, as we can see, but their meta is entirely different. Their meta is more.
They love their
aggro-based.
aggro.
Yeah, they love their
Love
aggro.
the aggro and one-offs,
Wow.
random one-offs of cards too. You know.
And the West and Australia as well. I mean, I'll put them together because we can see every game from like the States and Europe and Australia, and they're all mainly control based. You'll see aggro in the top as well, but there's a lot of unicorn, a lot of control in the white decks, blue whites, green whites as well. So
It's crazy.
it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's crazy. I guess each region has its own distinct flavor and like what their meta is and what people are comfortable with. Like we see this in, One Piece all the time. But I'm trying to bring aggro back to Australia.
I mean, I was surprised at how many Justice were being played in Japan.
Yeah,
All those,
I mean, the
winning
card
qualifying
isn't bad.
deckers.
The card is not bad.
It's a strong card. It's a strong
Yeah.
card. Just Atheron sucks as a pilot at the moment.
Which is
True, he is
No.
poo-poo.
Which is weird, right? Because like Atheron is coming from like the Seed series, and everyone loves the Seed series. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I think like Harris bringing up, I think it's gonna shift towards an aggro style. So maybe if you're going to a new type event soon or you're preparing for one, consider encountering a lot of meta decks and how you're gonna deal against them. So look at your deck listing, fine tune it to go, okay, what do I need to stop a red blue, a blue green early enough, and then still survive, and then start controlling the game.
Yeah.
And more, what's your game plan around each of those decks? If you're going into blue, white, green, white, do you have the aggro to try and close game out early? If you're going into other aggro decks, what's your goal? I think having a plan going in of how you're going to deal with those common matchups is what you need to have in mind, because you can't you can try and play on the fly, but generally if you're trying to play on the fly and you've got the wrong strategy, it's the best of one format, so you can't learn for the next two rounds. That's it.
That's right. And
Honestly,
also,
that's half the
Play
reason
fairly
why
quick.
I like aggro, right? Because
yeah,
You have one plan.
I have one plan. Granted,
Yeah.
I'll give you that if I see that you've got like the wing package, right? There's like obviously certain turns I should watch out for, 100%. But the grand plan is
turn 6
swing, and like if I can efficiently trade into board, then I will, right? If it's like it stops me from lethal or whatever, But I guess the four decks that I think we're always going to be seeing at the moment is what blue green aggro, red blue, either Pepsi or some kind of aggro, right? You've got green white, which is wing. And then you got blue white, which is your blocker control sort of type thing. Now it's not necessarily unicorn, but yeah. And I guess the fifth deck is the red white. Granted, I see, like if I look at my matchup spread, that's the one I saw the least of. I saw everything else. I don't know about you guys, but
it's the same with locals. Red white seems to be a lot less prevalent.
yeah. I mean,
than
red
the
green
other-
as
the
well.
other big
I see a
four.
few red greens, but at the same time,
True.
not in the top half when you get to the later stages of the tournament.
yeah.
So-
Now this isn't saying that red white is bad. I'm not saying that. I still
right.
think if piloted well and you see the cards that you need Lakorgi and you need like those support cards and like Buster Gundam that really bring everyone to the 5 AP. That's the unlock of your deck sort of thing, and you can really get there. Red green, I don't know where that deck kind of fits in at the moment, if I'm being very honest with you. Like it has to be like some weird Marita full frontal sort of type thing, but it's I don't know.
Yeah, it's the color combination at the moment kind of sucks. I mean, you used to play red green, and then you fell off it because
that's what I mean. It's just like because if like in my head,
it seems more RNG based than other aggro decks.
Exactly,
I find because like it lives and dies on finding the charts.
Yeah, because I don't have a good way to rest units or like get around if you have a lot of blockers. Yeah, I have close combat. Yeah, I have battle of aces, but there needs to be damage, or 2 damage isn't going to get me there. If it dealt 3 damage, I would probably argue it would be okay. I don't have the +1 AP bonus from Grandpa Gundam. Yeah, I have unblockable. Full frontal is way too expensive. It takes way too long to get there. So it has to be a mid range. It's not an aggro deck for sure. I still think a Marita Cruise centric red green is probably better. But then if I'm playing Marita Cruise, I actually kind of want to play Banshee, right? Which means I need blue.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I understand. I've lost to Banshee so many times.
Right?
Banshee's cracked. Love Banshee. Love pulling that combo off.
Harry, go away!
The thing is, you aggro so much that by the time Banshee's lethal, it's in range most of the time.
And you have
you've got such a wide board.
11 cards in bin? 12 cards in bin?
12
cards in
12 cards in bin.
Yeah, it's absolutely gutting. But it's a good card. Very good card. So I'm like, why would you play red-green? I don't really run that Char Zaku Searcher anymore because the amount of times I have to bottom deck, other stuff is just
Yeah.
So I think just a heads up for anyone that is preparing. One thing that you have to prepare for is if you're versing a blue-white, be prepared for an aggro variant because that's on the rise at the moment.
Yep.
You can't just assume they're just going to play blockers because next thing you know they're going to play Rizels, they're going to play the 2/2 units. I forgot the names, even GMs if they wanted to.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna get pressured, and the Sword Strike comes down, and it's gonna bounce whatever you have on the field,
for sure.
and you're gonna fall behind. So there's a rise of blue-white aggro or mid or tempo. So you can't just traditionally go, oh yeah, it's gonna be a slow blocker deck. It's gonna do both.
Yeah, be prepared.
And I think be prepared. And blue-green I think will stay mostly the same. So if you look at like top winning decks, you'll probably have the same formula. Green-white is going to be mixed as well. I think we're going to see a lot of decks with striker packs. I've seen like few decks run 4 striker packs. I've seen decks dropping bird mode. So I and Henry believe that Bird Gundam is still good for the ramp.
Yep.
And it's good on taking first. But we've been seeing people drop it entirely
Plus
just to make space to survive.
Plus it links, right? So
Yeah. But,
so
yeah, you're right. The meta's like those 4 decks. You just gotta to best prepare for Newtype. Look at your game plan on how you're gonna deal with each of those decks.
So anyway, with that, thanks so much everyone for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Like and subscribe as always. We'll probably be having some more gameplays. Hopefully we'll cover the new type of challenge that Harry and I go to. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great one.
See you guys.
Thanks very much.
See ya.
See you guys.